Take a slow breath in and let it go a little longer than usual. Let the shoulders soften. Let the jaw loosen. Let the belly rise and fall like a calm tide. This time is a gentle room for the heart, the mind, and the body. Many carry weight that is hard to name. Some feel tightness in the chest, a knot in the stomach, or a dull ache behind the eyes. Some feel numb, as if a part closed its door to stay safe. All of this makes sense. Nothing has gone wrong with the core of who you are. There is a warm light within that knows how to mend. Today, we will nourish that light. The candle flame practice is simple. A small, steady light becomes a companion. It gives the eyes a soft place to rest, the breath a rhythm, and the body a message of safety. We will not push, we will not rush. We will offer kindness, and the body will choose what to release. In this kind space, every sigh is welcome, every pause is allowed. Let the thought land. Healing can be gentle, healing can be warm. Healing can be a series of small steps that add up to new life. Begin by placing one hand over the heart and one over the belly. Feel the rise and fall under the palms. Whisper inside, I am safe to go slowly. Let this be the tone of the whole practice. If tears visit, let them be a warm rain that feeds the soil. If stillness comes, let it be a quiet lake that reflects the sky. If nothing much seems to happen, you are still doing something important. You are choosing tenderness over force. You are choosing presence over pressure. That choice alone rewrites old stories. There is no need to fix everything in one sitting. The heart opens like a flower when it feels the sun, not when it is told to hurry. The candle will be our sun. Its light has no agenda. It does not argue. It does not judge. It simply shines. While the eyes rest near that light, the body receives a signal. There is steadiness here. The breath receives a signal. There is room here. The mind receives a signal. There is a gentle focus here. These signals help old stress loosen its grip, thread by thread. Let the following words be soft companions, not orders. Calm grows in me, breath by breath. Pause. I am allowed to heal at a kind pace. Pause. Safety expands inside me now. Say them in the way that feels natural, maybe on the exhale, maybe after a quiet moment. These words are not magic tricks. They are friendly hands. They remind the nervous system that a new pattern is possible. With each repetition, a little pathway of peace is laid down. If fear shows up, greet it with respect. Fear has tried to keep you safe in the best way it knew. Offer it a new job, to stand beside you as a helper, not a driver. Dear fear, you can rest while I breathe and watch this flame. When fear is acknowledged, it often softens. When it is pushed away, it grows louder. Here we do not push away. We welcome, we listen, we guide. This is how inner safety is built, through kindness that stays. If the mind wanders, that is natural. Minds are like birds, they flit and flutter. When that happens, notice it and lead your attention back to the soft light. This is not failure, it is practice. Every return to the flame strengthens your focus and calms your body. Think of it as a gentle weightlifting for the heart. Little by little, the muscle of steadiness grows. The body learns that it can feel a feeling and still be okay. Let your seat support you. Let your feet be heavy on the floor. Let your breath be the anchor line that connects you to the present. You are not trying to erase the past. You are giving the present enough love to hold the past with more ease. The candle is a symbol of that love. The flame says, light is here. The breath says, life is here. Your attention says, care is here. This trio can change what felt unchangeable. Close this opening time with a promise to be gentle with yourself today. I offer myself patience. I offer myself warmth. I offer myself time. These are keys that open inner doors. You do not need to know what is behind each door. Trust that the self that knows how to heal is listening. Trust that a small glow tended daily becomes a bright and steady light. You are walking a kind path now. Trauma can feel like the body is holding a story it could not finish telling. It is a set of patterns that formed to protect the tender parts. These patterns are not signs of weakness. They are signs of strength that was once needed. The trouble is that the body does not always know when the danger has passed. The alarm can stay on, even when the room is safe. The candle flame practice helps the body notice the present room and learn a new rhythm. Thoughts and feelings speak to each other all day long. A worry can spark a tight throat. A sad memory can bring a heavy chest. A kind thought can soften shoulders. The body is not the enemy of the mind. It is a faithful friend that reflects whatever message it receives. When we choose a steady anchor like the breath and the flame, we send a new message. It is okay to settle now. Over time, the body responds. Muscles release sooner. The breath deepens sooner. The heart rate slows sooner. Consider how a knot in a rope loosens. It does not pull harder in the same way that made the knot. It introduces a little slack, a little space, and then the knot begins to soften. The breath is that slack. The flame is that reminder to pause. When the eyes rest on a small, steady light, the brain engages networks linked with calm focus. Long exhale tells the body that rest is allowed. With both together, the alarm system downshifts. Patterns of survival can make the world feel small. Sound grows sharp, light feels harsh. The mind scans for risk. This is a brilliant system when danger is real. But when the danger is over, this same system needs help to stand down. It needs gentle practice to learn that the chair is safe, the room is safe, the present is safe. The flame becomes a simple signal, stability in a small, visible form. The breath becomes a second signal, rhythm that the body can follow. Words matter. The way we speak inside the mind changes the body's response. Harsh inner talk tightens the jaw and the belly. Soft inner talk loosens them. Choose words that soothe without denying the pain. This is hard, and I am kind to myself. I can pause and feel the ground. A little peace is possible now. These phrases are bridges between mind and body. Each bridge makes it easier for the two to meet in the middle. Sometimes sensations rise up as stored stress unwinds, a ripple of heat, a wave of tingling, a deep sigh, a tremble in the hands. The body knows how to discharge old energy. Give it room. Stay with the breath. Keep the gaze soft on the flame. If it is too much, look away for a moment, or place a hand on the heart and feel the warmth of the palm. You are in charge of the pace. Safety grows when control is honored. A helpful rhythm is 4 counts in and 6 counts out, or any gentle pattern that makes the exhale longer. Longer exhales nudge the body toward rest. Do this for a minute or 2 at a time, then return to normal breathing. There is no prize for holding the breath. Comfort is the guide. Trust the body's wisdom. It will tell you when to slow down, when to pause, when to continue. Your only task is to listen with care. Some days the mind is busy. Some days the body is tired. This practice meets each day as it is. If the eyes cannot settle on the flame, rest them on the soft glow around it. If the breath feels tight, shorten the count. If words feel heavy, skip the affirmations and sit in quiet presence. Healing does not need a perfect method. It needs a loving one. Love is flexible. Love adapts. Love meets the moment without forcing it to change. Let these gentle lines support the inner conversation. My body is wise. My feelings are valid. Calm is growing within me. Speak them slowly. Let them sink. They are not meant to cover pain. They are meant to hold it like a warm blanket. When pain is held kindly, it often eases. When it eases, new choices appear. When new choices appear, a new life begins to take shape, one breath at a time. Know that practice builds pathways. The more often you pair the flame with kind breath and soothing words, the quicker your system learns the route back to peace. Even on hard days, the path is still there. Even if you can only take 2 soft breaths, you have taken the path. Each step counts. Each step matters. This is how we reshape the inner world, with many small, consistent acts of care. Choose a candle that feels friendly. A small, plain, unscented one is often best, especially if strong smells feel overwhelming. Pick a holder that is stable and safe. Make sure the surface is steady and clear of fabric. Keep a glass of water nearby. Place a journal and pen within reach. A soft blanket or shawl can help the body relax. The goal is not to create a perfect scene. The goal is to create a safe, calm corner where you can meet yourself with care. Sit in a way that supports ease. Feet flat on the floor can help the body feel grounded. If that is not comfortable, rest them on a cushion. Let the spine be long but not stiff. Soften the shoulders. Unclench the jaw. You might sip water to moisten the mouth and settle the throat. Turn off notifications. Let this time be free of demands. This is your inner hour. This is your gentle room. Place the candle at eye level or slightly below, about an arm's length away. Light it with a silent blessing. May this light be a friend. Make sure nothing is close to the flame. A timer can be set for the length you choose, so you do not need to check a clock. Begin with 10 minutes. Longer is not always better. Consistent and kind is the sweet spot. Over time, the body will ask for the length it prefers. Trust that inner request. Create 2 helpful signals, a pause signal and a stop rule. The pause signal can be the simple act of placing a hand on the heart. When anything feels too strong, use the pause signal and take 3 slow breaths with eyes away from the flame. The stop rule is a promise to yourself that if distress rises above a gentle level, you end the session with kindness. You do not force, you do not push. You end, ground, and return later. Safety grows when limits are honored. Add a short grounding routine before each session. Feel the feet on the floor. Press the toes down, then release. Press the heels down, then release. Notice the contact points of the body with the chair. Sense the weight of the legs. Let the hands rest on the thighs for a moment. Turn the head slowly from side to side and let the eyes notice the room. Say softly, "This is now." This simple ritual tells the body, "We are here, and here is steady." If the eyes tend to strain, agree that you will look at the flame with a gentle gaze. You do not need to stare. You can rest your eyes on the soft edge of the light or at the base of the wick. If one spot feels too bright, choose another. The goal is comfort. Comfort tells the body that it is safe to settle. Safety invites release. Place the journal nearby for after the session. Some like to jot down a few lines while the body is still calm. What softened? What felt supported? What needs extra care? Keep the writing simple and honest. This is not a report card. It is a friendly conversation with yourself. Over days, these notes can show small changes that might be hard to see moment to moment. Seeing those changes builds hope. If sound helps, choose something gentle, a soft tone at the start and end of the timer, or a quiet room with steady hums of life. If silence helps, let silence be your music. If light is harsh, dim the room so the candle becomes the clear focus. Keep the phone out of reach. These small choices are acts of respect. Respect tells the nervous system that this time matters, that it is allowed to rest. Consider a brief body cue to start each session. For example, a slow inhale through the nose, A long exhale through the mouth with the lips slightly parted and a soft sigh. Then let the mouth close and breathe through the nose again. Do this twice. This cue can become a signal that the nervous system recognizes, oh, it is time to settle. Cues help because the body learns by repetition. Repetition builds trust. Close your setup with a simple blessing. May this space hold me. May this light guide me. May this breath soothe me. These are not just pretty words. They shape the inner climate. The body hears them. The heart hears them. The mind hears them. When all three hear the same kind message, they begin to move together. That is the beginning of deep change. That is the path we are walking now. Let the small light be steady. Let the gaze soften until it feels like a gentle rest, not a stare. Take an easy breath in through the nose and a longer breath out through the mouth, as if a soft wind moves through the body and out into the room. Do that again and again. The longer out-breath tells the body it is safe to settle now. Keep the spine long without being stiff. Let the shoulders drop away from the ears. Place the tongue softly at the roof of the mouth so the jaw can relax. If the eyes grow tired, rest them on the glow around the flame rather than the center. Comfort is wise. Comfort invites peace. Now, guide attention with kindness. Breathe in for a count of 4, breathe out for a count of 6. If another count feels kinder, use that. The count is not a test. It is a rhythm that helps the heart slow and the thoughts loosen their grip. Thoughts will wander. That is normal. Each time they drift, guide them back to the flame the way a caring friend might guide a child by the hand. No scolding, only warmth. Every return is a victory for calm. Every return is a message to the body. Focus can be soft and kind. Bring awareness to the space between the eyebrows. Smooth the brow with your attention as if laying a warm cloth across it. Breathe out and let the area soften. Move the awareness to the eyes and cheeks. Notice the tiny muscles that work all day to help express feelings. Offer them rest now. Let the light of the candle be enough expression for this moment. Drop the attention to the mouth and jaw. Part the lips slightly, then bring them back together gently. Release any hidden clench. A peaceful jaw tells the whole body that safety is near. Let the awareness flow to the throat. Sense the air passing. If there is dryness, take a small sip of water and return. If there is tightness, make the next out-breath a little longer, like a slow stream. Drift the attention down to the collarbones and shoulders, as if the breath could roll across them like a calm wave. If the shoulders lift with the inhale, let them lower with the exhale and settle a bit more each time. If any spot holds on, place a hand there for a moment and give it a little warmth. Move awareness into the chest. Notice the rise and fall. Some feel a wide space, some feel a shield. Both are welcome. The flame is steady and the breath is steady, and that steadiness is a soft teacher. Let the belly be easy. Let it rise with the inhale and fall with the exhale. If the belly feels guarded, do not argue with it. Offer patience. The belly loosens when it trusts that you will not force it. Trust grows with each gentle breath. Travel down into the hips, the seat, the legs. Feel the weight in the chair. Feel the feet on the floor. Let the soles grow heavy and warm, like stones resting at the bottom of a clear pond. If feelings surge, widen the attention, part on the flame, part on the feet. This simple move keeps the window of comfort open. It says to the body, yes, there is feeling and there is ground. The body loves both, the truth of the feeling and the truth of the ground. If a wave of emotion passes through, allow it to crest and fall while keeping the breath kind and slow. If numbness is present, allow that too. Numbness is not absence, it is protection. Sit with it the way one might sit with a friend who needs quiet company. Over time, numbness often thaws in gentle places like this. It does not need to be chased away. It needs warmth and time. Bring in a line of loving words when it feels right. Say softly, "Calm grows in me, breath by breath." Let the words ride the exhale. Or say, "I am allowed to heal at a kind pace," and feel how the shoulders answer. Or say, "Safety expands inside me now," and notice if the belly gives even a tiny bit of space. These phrases are like soft threads. With each repetition, they weave a small net that can hold the heart. Spend a few more minutes in this first round, simply watching the flame and breathing in this friendly rhythm. If attention slips, guide it back. If the eyes tire, close them for a single breath and reopen to the glow. If the body fidgets, shift a little and find a new point of ease. There is no rule against movement in a kind practice. Comfort opens the door to release. Release opens the door to rest. Rest opens the door to new strength. When the first round feels complete, let the gaze soften away from the flame. Take a sip of water. Roll the shoulders once or twice. Place a hand on the heart for a moment and whisper, "Thank you for showing up." There is power in this simple thanks. It confirms a new pattern: care over force, gentleness over pressure, presence over pushing. The flame will be here for the next round when you are ready. Settle again with the small light before you. This time, allow attention to explore the body's landscape with more curiosity, the kind that is kind and quiet. Feel the temperature of the air on the skin. Notice the warmth of the hands or the coolness of the fingertips. Sense the tiny movements the flame makes, the way it leans, the way it returns to center. The mind learns from this simple dance, movement and return, movement and return. Let the breath learn it too. Invite a gentle warmth to spread from the candle toward the center of the chest. Do not force a picture. Let it be a suggestion, like sunlight resting on a window and softening the room. With each inhale, allow the idea of warmth to touch the heart center. With each exhale, allow any tightness to flow out through the shoulders, down the arms, or through the feet into the ground. If that feels abstract, keep it simpler. Watch the flame, breathe longer out, and let the body choose how it wants to release. Choose a simple phrase to ride the breath. On the in-breath, light in. On the out-breath, peace out. Or on the in-breath, I soften. On the out-breath, I release. Keep it short and honest. Let the words be a rhythm, not a rule. If words feel heavy, rest in silence and let the flame be the mantra. Silence can be a faithful companion when the system is full. It holds space without a single demand. As the minutes pass, the body may speak. A ripple across the scalp, a flutter in the belly, a soft trembling in the hands, a sudden sigh. These are signs of unwinding. The body knows how to set old energy down when given safety and time. If tears come, they do not need a story in this moment. Let them flow the way rain feeds the earth. If stillness comes instead, let stillness be holy. Stillness is not emptiness, it is deep listening. Practice widening and narrowing attention with care. Rest on the flame for several breaths, then widen awareness to include the whole room, the sense of space behind you, above you, and beneath you. Then return attention to the flame. This gentle swing trains the nervous system to move between focus and spaciousness without fear. It says, the world is bigger than the old memory. The present has room. Space helps tight patterns loosen. If a feeling grows too strong, make the attention even wider. Feel the feet, feel the chair. Let the eyes name 3 steady objects in the room: a wall, a table, a plant. Breathe out slowly and return to the flame when the inner waves quiet. There is no need to conquer anything. This is not a contest. This is a way of caring that builds strength from softness. Softness can hold more than force ever could. Offer the heart a few lines of kindness while the warmth spreads. There is a steady core in me. Softness and strength live together here. Small shifts open new paths. Speak as if talking to a beloved friend, because that is who lives within. Meet inner edges with patience. When an edge says, "Not yet," that is fine. When an edge says, "A little more," that is fine. Edges trust steady hands. As the deepening continues, let the breath find its natural flow. Release the count if it feels right. Keep only the longer exhale. Even 2 or 3 long exhales can invite the body into a more restful state. Notice how the flame returns to center after each tiny sway. Let that be a lesson for the inner life. Feelings can sway, and there is a center that waits. Pain can speak, and there is a listener who stays. This is the quiet power of a simple light, a steady breath, and a kind voice. Close this deepening round with a simple gesture, palms together at the heart, or a hand resting over the chest. Whisper, "Peace is growing within," or choose silent gratitude. Take your time, move slowly. Let the practice end before the body becomes restless. Ending while calm teaches the body that rest is safe and repeatable. The learning settles in more deeply that way. Now, bring caring attention to the language inside the mind. Thoughts are seeds, words are water. The inner garden grows according to what is planted and how it is tended. Harsh words harden the soil. Gentle words make it soft and alive. The goal is not to fight thoughts. The goal is to guide them. When the mind hears a kind tone often enough, it begins to mirror that tone back. The body follows because the body listens to the mind's music all day long. Start with simple to shifts. When a thought says it's too late, guide it to healing unfolds at a kind pace. When a thought says nothing changes, guide it to small shifts create new paths. When a thought says I can't handle this, guide it to I handle this one breath at a time. These are not empty phrases, they are bridges. They carry you from the edge of fear toward the center of calm. Walk them often until the path feels familiar underfoot. Meet self-criticism with soft truth. If a voice says, "You should be over this by now," answer, "The body heals on a timeline of care, not on a schedule of pressure." If a voice says, "You failed again," answer, "I showed up for myself today, and that matters." If a voice says, "This is weakness," answer, "This is wisdom choosing a gentle way." The nervous system hears this new music. The shoulders loosen, the breath deepens, the heart steadies. This is the mind and body working together for peace. Create a small practice of 3 breaths and a sentence. Breathe in gently, breathe out longer, do it again, do it again. Then offer one loving sentence, chosen in advance so the mind does not have to search. Choose from these or write your own. It is safe to heal at my pace. Every exhale releases what I no longer need. Peace is growing within. Repeat this set whenever old stories try to take the lead. It takes less than a minute, and it changes the course of the day. Shape the inner climate with language that includes both honesty and hope. This is hard, and I am kind to myself. Waves rise and fall, and I rise and fall with grace. I can ask for support when I need it. I can rest without guilt. The body relaxes when it knows it will not be bullied from within. The heart opens when it trusts it will not be shamed for how it feels. This trust gives the practice depth and staying power. Tend to triggers with a plan. When a strong memory or sensation arrives, use the loving sentence first. Then touch the ground with both feet. Then find the flame with your eyes and lengthen the exhale. If needed, Name 3 steady objects in the room. This plan keeps the mind from spiraling. It is simple and clear. Simplicity is soothing. Clarity is soothing. With each step, the alarm turns down a notch. Shift the old habit of all or nothing thinking. Replace always and never with sometimes and today. Today I feel a little more ease. Sometimes the breath helps right away. Sometimes it takes time, and that is okay. These gentle words invite the nervous system to stop bracing and start trusting. Trust is a balm. Trust lets the shoulders drop and the gut relax and the throat open. Speak to the body like a partner. Thank you, legs, for grounding me. Thank you, lungs, for breathing me calm. Thank you, heart, for staying with me. This gratitude is not a trick. It is respect. Respect is healing. The body blooms under respect the way a plant blooms under good light and kind hands. In that bloom, pain has more space to loosen and leave. Carry a few pocket phrases for the day. Short, steady, and easy to recall. Soften and breathe. Light and ease. Here and now. Use them while waiting in line, before a call, after a meal, or when waking in the night. The more often calm words meet the nervous system, the faster the shift happens. Over time, the system learns to move toward peace, the way a river moves toward the sea, naturally, surely, without strain. Close this care for thought with one more kind reframe. When a voice whispers, "This is not working," answer, "Every gentle breath plants a seed I will harvest later." Then watch the flame for a few breaths and feel the body accept that truth. Seeds do not sprout because they are ordered to grow. They sprout because the soil is soft, the light is steady, and the water is given in the right amount. This is what you are doing now. You are tending the inner garden with soft soil, steady light, and kind water. The harvest will come, and in many small ways, it has already begun. Place the candle where the light can gently meet the eyes without strain, and set a mirror a little to the side so both can share your attention. Let the body sit in a way that feels steady. Take one slow breath in through the nose and a longer breath out through the mouth. Do that again, tenderly. The soft glow is a friend. The mirror is a doorway to self-regard. Let the gaze move from the flame to the reflection and back to the flame, as if the light and the inner self are greeting each other. Keep the breath kind. Keep the shoulders easy. Let the jaw loosen just a bit more with every long exhale. If the mind wonders what to say, let the first words be simple and true inside the heart. There is respect here. Shift the gaze to the eyes in the mirror for a few moments. Do not search for a certain expression. Do not judge the face. Meet the eyes the way one would meet a dear soul after a long journey. Quiet, open, glad. If this feels new, set a small time, perhaps 3 breaths, then return to the flame for 3 breaths, then back to the eyes for 3 more. This soft back and forth trains the nervous system to pair self-contact with safety. The body learns that looking within can be grounded and calm. If the eyes fill with tears, be gentle. Tears water the soil where new life grows. If the face feels blank, be gentle. Blankness is a guard that once worked very hard. Softness is the key that helps the guard set down the heavy armor. Let words arrive in a warm and steady tone, inside the mind or softly aloud. Try a sentence like, "I see the strength that carried me." Pause and breathe with the flame. "I see the softness that is blooming now." Pause and breathe with the flame. "I am learning to meet myself with kindness." Pause and breathe with the flame. Keep language simple and sincere. There is no need to convince or perform. The heart recognizes truth by how the body responds. Shoulders sink, breath deepens, tension loosens. When a sentence feels good, repeat it with a slower cadence and a longer exhale. When a sentence feels heavy, let it go and return to the flame until ease returns. Play with a tender rhythm, eyes to flame, eyes to mirror, hand to heart. 3 spots, 1 circle. This triangle of attention calms the system by giving it a familiar route. The flame offers steadiness, the mirror invites connection, the hand on the heart provides warmth and pressure that soothe the nervous system. If a difficult memory arises, use the triangle, flame, mirror, heart. Breathe 4 in and 6 out. Name the present, this chair, this room, this light. This settles the inner weather so the clouds can pass without pulling the whole sky into a storm. Speak to the reflection with respect, as if addressing a wise and brave inner self who has walked through many seasons. Try simple lines that hold both truth and hope. Thank you for doing your best with what you had. You are learning a new way, and it shows. Light in the eyes, peace in the breath. Let the words be few, and let the breath do most of the work. The body understands tone more than content. A loving tone is like warm sunlight on the skin. It signals growth without a single command. Keep the sessions brief at first. 2 minutes of mirror time within a 10-minute practice can be plenty. Over days, if comfort grows, extend by a minute or 2. End while still calm, not after tension rises. Ending in calm teaches the body that this ritual is safe and repeatable. Afterward, cover the heart with the palm for a breath or 2 and offer silent gratitude for showing up. Gratitude is not a bow to pressure, it is a nod to courage. Courage increases when it is recognized with tenderness. If resistance appears, give it a new role. Resistance says, I want to protect. Offer it a job as a lookout rather than a wall. Invite it to stand at the edge of awareness while the flame and the reflection share a gentle moment. When resistance is given respect instead of a fight, it often steps back a little and allows warmth to enter. Over time, resistance learns it can rest. When the mirror time closes, return to the flame for a few steady breaths. Let the eyes soften on the glow, as if sealing the self-regard with light. Whisper inside, I am learning to love with patience. The face may feel softer, the breath steadier, the chest more spacious. Even a little softening is real progress. Small shifts change the path of the day. Set the candle aside and open a journal while the body is still calm. The pen can become a second flame, another steady point of focus that turns inward with kindness. Keep the language plain and honest. No need for perfect sentences. This is not an essay. It is a conversation with the inner self. Begin with a few lines that name what is present now, the quality of the breath, the feeling in the chest, the tone of the thoughts. Simple words free the body from the pressure to perform. The nervous system rests when truth is clean and kind. Let the writing answer soft questions. What softened during the flame practice? Where did ease arrive first? Forehead, shoulders, throat, belly, chest? Was there any place that held on tightly? If so, what care does that place request? Warmth, slower breath, water, rest, a boundary, or a kind word? Note one act of care to offer before the day ends. Keep it doable. A glass of water, a brief stretch, a 5-minute walk, a small healthy meal, a pause for 3 long exhales. Concrete care tells the body that words have weight and that promises are kept. Invite the inner voice to share what felt protected. Many carry a part that learned to guard the heart with silence, speed, or numbness. Ask with love. What does the guard need to feel safe enough to soften? Perhaps a shorter session next time, or more attention to the feet, or a longer exhale, or the presence of daylight or softer light in the room. Write the request down. Meeting the guard's good sense builds trust. Trust lets the guard lower the shield a little. If a memory surfaced, note how it touched the body. Did the breath shorten? Did the belly clench? Did the jaw harden? Pair the memory with a new response plan. When this memory visits, 3 slow exhales, eyes on the flame, feet on the floor. Name 3 steady objects, then a single sentence of care. Write the sentence in the journal so it is easy to find next time. Clarity is soothing. A plan reduces the inner scramble. Add a few words of thanks for any small shift. Thank the breath for being patient. Thank the body for staying. Thank the inner wisdom for guiding the practice. Gratitude tones the nervous system toward calm and openness. It is like adding warm water to a bowl of tight knots. Everything loosens a bit more easily. As the last lines, note one thought to reframe today. Choose a common harsh phrase and write the kinder version beside it. From I never get better to I get a little better when I care for myself. From I should be stronger to I am strong when I choose a gentle path. From I'm behind to I'm on my pace. Reading these lines later continues the practice beyond the candle. The mind takes in the new language and the body follows. Close the journal without judging its pages. Place the pen on top as a promise to return. The practice is not about perfect entries. It is about consistent kindness. 5 honest lines most days will change the inner climate more than 20 perfect pages once a month. Consistency grows pathways. Pathways lead back to peace more quickly with time. After journaling, drink water, stretch the arms, and let the eyes take in the room with soft focus. Let the body know that this calm is allowed to move into the rest of the day. This is integration, carrying the feeling forward so the practice becomes a way of living, not just a moment in a chair. The world feels different when the inner world has been tended with care. Healing can wake tenderness. Some days there is lightness, and some days there is a wave of tiredness or vivid dreams. All of this fits. Caring for tenderness is part of the practice. Begin by naming what kind of care the day needs. Is it a slower pace, a simpler meal, more water, gentle media, or time outdoors? Write 1 or 2 small boundaries for the next hours. Boundaries are not walls against life. They are soft fences that keep the inner garden safe while new roots take hold. Offer the nervous system a few protective choices. Reduce loud inputs where possible. Choose one quiet space in the schedule that belongs to calm. If many demands press in, use a sentence of self-advocacy spoken in the mind. This calm matters and will be kept. Keep it simple and firm. When the inner voice stands with calm, outer choices become clearer. A short pause before saying yes, a kind no when the body says no, a return to breath when pressure rises, these choices add up to real safety. Have a clear end of practice ritual for days when feelings are big. If the session stirs deep emotion, place both feet on the floor. Name 5 things in the room, touch a cool surface like a glass of water, and let the exhale lengthen. Eat a small snack if needed. Warmth and nourishment tell the body the storm has passed. Balance heavy work with something soothing. A brief stretch, a slow walk, a few pages of gentle reading, or simple music without sudden changes. The goal is not to distract, but to support the nervous system as it returns to steady ground. Rest gently if tiredness arrives. Tiredness is not failure. It is the body reorganizing after letting go. If sleep is possible, welcome it. If not, let the eyes close for 3 long breaths. Put a hand on the belly or heart for a minute. This small pause can be enough to reset. Some prefer a cup of warm tea or a glass of water. Hydration helps the body process and settle. If the mind is sharp and wants to think about the session, offer it a container. Promise to write a few lines later, then return attention to the present task. The mind relaxes when it knows that reflection has a time and place. Without a container, thinking loops can add strain to a tender system. Loving structure lightens the load. Keep a gentle watch for overwhelm. Signs can be tight breath that does not ease, racing thoughts that grow louder, or a feeling of leaving the present. If overwhelm appears, follow the stop rule with care. End the practice, open the eyes fully, stand up slowly, and orient to the room. Name 3 colors, touch the tabletop, look out a window, ground in the senses. If needed, reach for support from a trusted helper or professional. Kind practice includes wise support. Protect the new space by choosing what media enters the mind in the next hours. Harsh content can undo the softness you have grown. Choose material that respects the inner life. Words matter, images matter. Think of the candle's light as a standard for what gets in. If it harms the calm, skip it. If it supports calm, welcome it. As evening comes, offer one more small act of care. Stretch the sides of the body with arms overhead and a slow lean. Place a warm cloth on the belly or chest. Take 3 long exhales before sleep. These small things say to the inner world, peace is valued here. When peace feels valued, the nervous system begins to bring it forward on its own, even in the middle of a busy day. Begin the close of this journey with simplicity, breath, light, loving words. Sit with the candle for a few easy minutes and let everything you have practiced settle like snow in a quiet globe. Let the out-breath lead the way, longer and softer, until the body follows it into ease. Then offer a kind plan that supports steady growth without pressure. Plans help peace keep its place in daily life. Choose a daily rhythm that fits the season you are in. 10 minutes with the candle most days can change inner weather. On one day each week, extend to 20 or 30 minutes if that feels right. On days when time is tight, 2 minutes of soft gaze and 3 long exhales still count. Each moment of care marks the path where the mind and body can meet in calm. This is how stability takes root, through many small acts of love. Keep the mirror variation 2 or 3 times per week at first. Let it be short and sweet. The goal is comfort, not endurance. If inner safety grows, add a minute. If resistance grows, subtract a minute and add more breath with the flame. After each session, write a few honest lines. Note one thought that softened and one place in the body that felt supported. Track these small shifts. Seeing them builds trust in the process. Create a simple check-in for midday. Pause, lower the shoulders, lengthen the exhale, and repeat one line that you have chosen as a compass. Soften and breathe. Light and ease. Here and now. Pair the line with a small physical cue, like pressing thumb and finger together gently. The body will learn that this cue means calm is returning. This gives the day tiny anchors that keep it from drifting into old storms. Let the weekly longer session be a sanctuary. Begin with grounding, then a first round with the flame, a second round where deeper sensations can unwind, and close with gentle journaling and a nourishing meal or rest. Treat this longer time as a gift to the inner self, not an item on a list. When care is offered as a gift, the heart receives it more fully. Invite kindness into goals. A strict rule can turn the practice into pressure. A loving aim turns it into a homecoming. A helpful aim might be aim for most days or show up with love today. If a day is missed, begin again without judgment. The path never disappears. It waits where you left it, lit by the same steady flame. Carry final affirmations in the pocket of the mind. Speak them at dawn, on a walk, or before sleep. Light grows within and peace meets it. Healing answers the warmth I offer myself. Step by step, life opens gently. Let them move with the breath. In on the first half, out on the second. Over time, these lines become part of the inner voice, a soft choir that sings beneath the noise of the world. Let this closing be a blessing to the journey taken and the journey still to come. A small flame, a long exhale, and loving words have opened a door in the inner house. Through that door, the body has begun to trust again. Through that door, the heart has felt seen. Through that door, the mind has learned a kinder language. Past pain does not vanish by force. It loosens where warmth stays. When warmth stays, the whole system learns that safety is possible now. There is a bright truth here. Gentleness is strong. Gentleness can lift what force cannot move. With every session, the body learns to soften sooner. The breath grows deeper. The jaw rests. The belly releases. The chest opens. With every reframed thought, the mind lays another small path toward peace. With every journal line, wisdom gets a pen and writes a new story in simple, loving words. Let the final words rise like a soft tide. You are becoming a safe place for yourself. You are learning to meet inner weather with warmth. You are building a life that answers pain with presence and pressure with care. Keep lighting the candle. Keep returning to the breath. Keep speaking to the inner self with kindness. Peace will make a home here. Healing will keep unfolding. Step by step, light by light, breath by breath, a gentle future takes shape within and around you. And as this practice is tended with love, the flame within will shine steady and bright, guiding each day with calm, with courage, and with quiet joy.